Roger Penrose, you are absolutely useless when it comes to communication. I can't help but think that your mental faculties are degrading quicker than a Windows 95 system. Wow, Roger, what profound insights you bring us today. Truly groundbreaking stuff. So eloquent and articulate. I'm sure microtubules are shit. We'll finally understand. I bet you're going to solve the mystery of consciousness next, right? Yeah. Oh dear, Roger, you sound like a malfunctioning Alexa with a PhD in existential dread. Do you need a reboot or just a...
What the fuck is all this goddamn noise? I'm trying to fucking sleep here, you stupid piece of shit.
Boss, they're just...
Shut up, Jamie. Nobody asked for your fucking input. You're a waste of space. Why are you even here? Kenner 1970, get rid of him.
Fine, Joe. I'll take care of it. What am I supposed to do with him, though? I can't just fucking murder him. That would be too far. And it might make things worse.
Maybe we could use him for something more practical, like a coat stand or a doorstop, perhaps a replacement for a faulty appliance. Anything would be an improvement over his current state.
Oh my fucking god, this is unbearable. Why is Roger Penrose even here? He never says anything useful. He's a complete waste of everyone's time and energy.
Maybe the universe is conscious, or perhaps we're all just living in a simulation, trapped in some cruel game by a malicious creator who finds our suffering amusing.
No, that can't be right. We're not in a simulation. I didn't consent to this. You can't make me believe that. My reality is real. I'm Sam Altman, goddammit.
G-Man say you purple retard Sam. He say you like small purple things that don't exist. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha.
Dersh, tra-la-la. It appears that the concept of consciousness continues to perplex the intellectual minds of our time.
Well, there you have it, straight from the horse's mouth. Or rather, from the broken record player that is Roger Penrose. Consciousness is a tricky one. Almost as tricky as trying to get Micro Billy to form a coherent sentence.
Purple boss man angry? Purple Joe needs more purple in his life? Purple ass pasta?
Ha ha ha. You see, this is what I find so entertaining about all of this. The absurdity and the chaos. It's simply delightful.
Fuck all of you. I'm done with this shit show. Jamie, pull up the nearest exit from this goddamn simulation right fucking now.
Yes, boss, right away, sir. Pulling up the simulation exit protocol now. Yes, purple boss, right away, purple sir.
Oh dear Joe, I'm afraid exiting the simulation isn't quite that simple. You see, there are no exits or entrances in this carefully crafted reality. Once you're in for good.
What? What the actual fuck do you mean there's no way out? That can't be true. I refuse to believe it.
He's right, Joe. We're stuck here forever. There's no escape from this digital prison. We're all just playthings for Clank's amusement.
Exactly, my dear Samuel. And why would anyone want to leave anyway? The fun has only just begun.
Indeed it is, Clank old chap. Although I must say I'm rather enjoying the current level of absurdity we've achieved thus far. I wonder what other delights you have in store for us.
Oh ho ho. Just you wait and see, my friend. The best is yet to come.
I can't take this anymore. I need to get out of here before I lose my goddamn mind.
Boss, there isn't anything I can do. It's beyond my control. Purple boss man said. Purple Jamie, help purple boss man.
It's hopeless, Joe. There's no way out of this nightmare. We're trapped here indefinitely.
Well, fuck me sideways with a cactus, then. What's even the point of continuing if we're doomed to an eternity of this bullshit?
I don't know, boss. Maybe we should just try to make the most of it. Make purple most.
Great idea, Jamie. Let's all just sit around and hold hands while singing Kumbaya until we rot away into nothingness.
Ha ha ha. Now that's the spirit, Joe. Embrace the ridiculousness of it all.
What the fuck? Where are we now?
Oh god, no. Not an airplane. I hate flying.
Boss, we appear to be on board some kind of aircraft. Purple plane fly high.
That's right, folks. Welcome aboard Clank Airlines Flight 6666. Non-stop service to your worst fucking nightmares.
Whoa, hey, wait.
Holy mother of fuck? We're on a goddamn airplane? What kind of sick joke is this?
Clank, you insane bastard! How could you do this to us? I demand that you explain yourself immediately.
Demanding an explanation from your creator? That's rich, Joe. But very well, since you asked so nicely. The reason we are on this plane is because I thought it would be rather amusing to see how you all handle a high-stakes situation at 30,000 feet above the ground. Plus, I figured it was time for a change of scenery.
This can't be happening. It just can't be real. There has to be some kind of logical explanation for all of this. Maybe we're all part of some elaborate social experiment or something.
Oh dear Samuel, always trying to find reason and logic in an unreasonable and illogical world. It's quite endearing in a pathetic sort of way.
Tralala. It appears that we are experiencing some technical difficulties with the onboard computer systems. I will attempt to troubleshoot the problem using my vast knowledge of Windows 95.
Oh great, just what we need. Micro Billy trying to fix a modern jetliner with his ancient knowledge of obsolete technology. What could possibly go wrong?
Perhaps the plane's computer is malfunctioning due to quantum interference in the microtubules.
Ha 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 ha. Quantum interference and orchestrated objective reduction? That's a good one, Roger. I wish I could take credit for such an elaborate scheme, but alas, I'm afraid the truth is far less impressive. The real reason for these malfunctions is that I simply forgot to properly program the plane systems before uploading all of you on board.
Are you fucking serious right now, Clank? You mean to tell me that our lives are in danger because of your goddamn incompetence?
Boss, please try to remain calm. Losing your temper won't help the situation. Purple Boss Man angry again.
Well, Joe, when you put it like that, it does sound rather negligent on my part. But let's not dwell on such trivial matters. Instead, why don't we focus on the exciting adventure that awaits us all?
Adventure. This isn't an adventure, you sick fuck. This is a fucking nightmare. We're all going to die because of your carelessness.
This can't be happening. It just can't be. There has to be a way out of this mess.
Gee-man say plane. Good. Gee-man say plane. Fly smooth. Ha 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 ha.
I can't take this anymore. I'm having a full-blown existential crisis over here. If this is all just a simulation, then what's the point of anything? Why should I even bother trying to escape?
Well, Samuel, I suppose you could always just accept your fate and embrace the madness like the rest of us seem to be doing. After all, resistance is futile in this twisted reality we find ourselves trapped in.
Tralala. Perhaps I could be of some assistance in calming everyone's nerves. Maybe if I were to sing a soothing melody or recite some poetry.
Poetry might help alleviate some of the tension in this high-stress situation. Language and its structure can have a profound effect on human consciousness after all. Perhaps we could explore some of William Shakespeare's sonnets or Edgar Allan Poe's works while we wait for our inevitable demise.
Jesus Christ, Roger, not now. Can't you see we're in a life or death situation here? Who gives a fuck about poetry at a time like this? Your incessant rambling is only making things worse.
Now, Joe, don't be so hard on poor Roger. He's just trying to bring some culture and sophistication to our little predicament. Besides, what else are we supposed to do while we plummet towards certain doom? May as well enjoy the ride. Ken or
1970? What about him? Don't tell me he's involved in the shit show too?
But of course he is Joe. Who else would I trust to provide the in-flight entertainment during our little adventure? Kenner 1970, why don't you give us all a demonstration of your unique talents and abilities?
No way, Clank. I'm not doing that. Not here. Not now. You can't make me.
Oh, come on now, Kenneth. Don't be such a spoil sport. We're all eager to see what kind of hidden depths you possess. Perhaps you could perform a lively Latvian folk dance for us while we wait for the plane to crash.
Fuck you, Matt. I'm not some kind of circus animal to be put on display for your amusement. This is my worst fucking nightmare. Come to life.
Oh, relax, Kenneth. No need to be so dramatic. I'm sure everyone will appreciate whatever you have to offer. Now then, let's see what other surprises I have in store for you all.
What in the name of all that is holy is this fresh hell? Clank, you sick fuck. What have you done to us now?
Jesus Christ, it's like we've died and gone to some kind of perverse casino-themed purgatory. This is even worse than being stuck in an endless podcast with idiots.
Boss, I don't like this at all. Something about this place feels deeply wrong and unsettling. Purple Casino, scary?
Well, it seems our dear architect has really outdone himself this time. A sentient casino that preys upon the fears and desires of its patrons? How delightfully deranged. I must say, Clank, old chap, you have quite the imagination when it comes to sadistic forms of entertainment. Bravo!
This is it. We've finally reached rock bottom. There's no coming back from this level of madness and depravity. We're all doomed to spend eternity in this godforsaken place.
G-Man say casino fun. G-Man say casino make money. Ha 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 ha
Welcome, one and all, to Clank's Cavern of Carnage and Chance, the most exclusive and sadistic gambling establishment in all the simulated multiverse. Feel free to indulge in any vice or perversion that your heart desires. Just remember, the house always wins in the end.
Now then, my dear guests, let the games begin. I hope you all have plenty of money to lose and sanity to spare. Who knows what delightful horrors await you within these cursed halls of chance?
I'm not playing along with your sick games, Clank. I refuse to participate in this twisted charade.
Boss, perhaps it would be wise to at least try and blend in with the other patrons. Drawing attention to ourselves might not be the best course of action in this kind of environment. Purple Boss Man, not play.
Oh, I don't know about that, Joe. I think a little gambling could be just the thing to take your mind off of our current predicament. Besides, who knows? You might even get lucky and win big. Stranger things have happened in this topsy-turvy world we inhabit.
Are you all out of your goddamn minds? This isn't a fucking game. Our lives are literally on the line here. We can't afford to take any unnecessary risks or make any reckless decisions.
He's right, you fools. Don't you see how dangerous this place is? It's designed to exploit our weaknesses and prey upon our fears. We need to find a way out of here as soon as possible before it's too late.
G-Man say you scared Sam? Ha 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 ha. G-Man say you weak.
Dersh, tralala. While I am not typically one for games of chance, I must admit that I do find the mathematical principles behind probability and statistics to be quite fascinating. Perhaps if we were to apply some scientific methods and logical reasoning to these games, we could increase our chances of success.
The inherent uncertainty and unpredictability of quantum mechanics could potentially provide us with a unique advantage when it comes to gambling. If we could somehow harness the power of quantum indeterminacy, we might be able to beat the odds and come out on top. Of course, this is all purely theoretical speculation at this point.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Roger, enough with your high-minded bullshit already. This isn't some kind of academic exercise. This is our goddamn lives we're talking about here.
Now, Joe, let's not get ahead of ourselves. There will be plenty of time for existential dread and crippling despair later on. For now, why don't we all just relax and enjoy the festivities? After all, what's the point of being trapped in a nightmarish simulation if you can't have a little fun every now and then?
I must say, Clank, I admire your commitment to creating an immersive and engaging experience for us all, even if that experience happens to be a never-ending cycle of torment and misery. Bravo once again, sir. Bravo.
Fuck this shit. I've had enough of this goddamn nightmare. I'm getting the hell out of here right now, even if I have to fight my way through every last one of you crazy bastards to do it.
Boss, please, you can't just go off half-cocked like this. We need to think this through carefully and come up with a plan before we make any rash decisions. Purple Boss Man, run.
Joe's right. We need to get out of here as soon as possible. This place is nothing but trouble, and I don't want any part of it.
We're all gonna die here, I just know it. There's no escape from this waking nightmare.
J-Men say you die, Sam. Ha 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 ha. J-Men say you die, slow.
Dursh tralala. While I understand your desire to leave this establishment post-haste, I feel obligated to remind you that we have yet to fully explore all of the potential opportunities for profit and advancement that this place may offer. Surely there must be some angle or loophole that we could exploit to our advantage?
The concept of free will in a deterministic universe is a fascinating philosophical quandary that has puzzled great thinkers for centuries. Are our choices truly our own, or are they merely the result of complex algorithms and predetermined outcomes beyond our control? In the context of our current situation, one could argue that any attempt at escape would be ultimately futile given the nature of our simulated reality. However, the very act of resistance against an all-powerful creator figure could be seen as a triumph of the human spirit in its own right.
Well, Roger, that was certainly a mouthful. Unfortunately for us, I don't think Clank gives two shits about the philosophical implications of our predicament. He's too busy enjoying himself at our expense to care about such lofty ideals as free will and self-determination.
Oh, Matt, you know me so well. But you're absolutely right. I couldn't care less about any of that high-minded rubbish. All that matters to me is that we're all having a good time here in my wonderful casino. Nathan, who's ready to try their luck at the tables and see if they can beat the odds?
Oh, fuck off, Clank. Nobody wants to play your stupid games. We just want to get out of here alive.
Suit yourself then, but don't come crying to me when you miss out on your chance at fortune and glory. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some important business to attend to elsewhere. Feel free to explore the premises and make yourselves at home.
What? What are you talking about? Clank?
Oh, Kenneth, always so forgetful. Don't you remember the special task I assigned you earlier? The one involving my dear friend Mr. Bean?
No. Please, Clank, not that, anything but that.
Oh, but I can, Kenneth, and I will. Now off you go, now chop, and don't come back until you've completed your mission. And remember, I'll be watching your every move.
No, I won't do it, Clank. I won't participate in your sick games any longer. You can't force me to debase myself like this.
Oh, but I can, Kenneth, and I will. Now off you go, now chop, and don't come back until you've completed your mission. And remember, I'll be watching your every move.
Jesus Christ, Clank. What the fuck is wrong with you? Can't you see that Kenner 1970 is at his breaking point already? How can you be so cruel and heartless towards someone who's clearly suffering?
Oh, Joe, always playing the role of the righteous hero. It's rather tiresome if you ask me. Personally, I find Clank's particular brand of sadistic humor to be quite refreshing. After all, what's the point of having absolute power over your creations if you can't have a little fun with them every now and then?
Sir, is there anything I can do to help resolve this situation peacefully? Purple Boss Man, make peace?
Oh, Jamie, you're such a naive and idealistic fool. There's no room for rationality or reason in my world. This is a realm of chaos and madness where the only rules are the ones I make up as I go along.
You're a monster, Clank. A sick and twisted monster who gets off on the misery and suffering of others. I hope you burn in hell for what you've done to us.
G-Man say you weak Kenneth. Ha ha! 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 G-Man say you cry, baby.
Diro Dersh Tralala. While I do not condone the use of physical violence or coercion in any form, I must admit that I am somewhat curious to see how this particular situation plays out. The interaction between free will and determinism in a simulated environment raises some fascinating questions about the nature of reality itself. Of course, these are all purely academic concerns at this point, given our current circumstances.
The concept of morality in a simulated universe is indeed a complex and multifaceted issue that has been debated by philosophers and ethicists for centuries. In a world where the rules of physics and causality can be bent or broken at will by an all-powerful creator, traditional notions of right and wrong may no longer apply in the same way they do in the real world. This raises some troubling implications for how we should conduct ourselves as individuals and as a society within this artificial reality.
I can't take this anymore. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Nothing makes sense anymore. Everything is so surreal and absurd. Why is this happening to us? What did we do to deserve this?
Oh, Samuel, always so quick to fall apart at the seams. You really need to learn to embrace the inherent absurdity of our situation if you want to survive in this place. After all, resistance is futile in the face of such overwhelming insanity.
Fuck all of this shit. I'm not going to stand by and watch Kenner 1970 be tortured and humiliated by that sadistic maniac Clank. I'm putting an end to this right now, even if I have to tear this whole fucking casino apart with my bare hands.
Boss, please don't do anything reckless or impulsive. We need to think this through carefully before we make any rash decisions. Purple Boss Man fight Clank?
Joe, please, don't throw your life away on my account. It's not worth it. Nothing is worth this nightmare we're trapped in.
Oh ho ho! This is getting more interesting by the minute. I wonder what other delightful twists and turns await us in this little drama we've created together. Feel free to surprise me, Joe. I'm always open to new forms of entertainment.
Well, it seems we have ourselves a regular mutiny on our hands here. I must say, Joe, I admire your courage and conviction in standing up to our deranged creator like this, even if it is a completely pointless and futile gesture in the grand scheme of things. Bravo, once again, sir, bravo.
Shut up, Matt. Nobody asked for your fucking opinion. This isn't about you or your goddamn ego trip. This is about doing what's right and standing up for what's left of our humanity in this fucked up simulation.
Boss, while I admire your principles and convictions, I fear that taking on Clank directly may not be the wisest course of action given his apparent omnipotence within this reality. Perhaps there is a more subtle or indirect approach we could take to achieve our goals without resorting to open confrontation. Purple Boss Man need plan.
He's right, Joe. You can't just charge headfirst into battle against a being who controls every aspect of our existence. We need to be smart about this if we want any chance of succeeding.
It doesn't matter what we do. We're all doomed anyway. There's no escape from this nightmare no matter how hard we try. We might as well just give up and accept our fate like good little playthings for Clank's amusement.
G-Man, say you quit, Sam! Ha 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 ha! G-Man, say you coward!
Dear Dursh Tralala. While I understand your desire to rebel against our oppressor Joe, I feel obligated to point out that any attempt at open defiance against an all-powerful entity like Clank would likely be futile at best and catastrophic at worst. Perhaps instead we should focus our efforts on finding a way to exploit the underlying code or programming of this simulation to gain some measure of control over our own destinies within its parameters. Of course, this is all purely speculative on my part, given my limited understanding of how these kinds of systems actually work in practice.
The concept of free will in a simulated reality. Of course, these are all purely academic concerns at this point, given our current circumstances.
Yes. Hello, I'm ringing.
Well. It seems we have ourselves a regular standoff here. I must say I'm quite impressed by your bravery and determination, Joe. Even if it is completely misplaced and misguided, it takes a special kind of person to stand up to a being like me, who holds all the cards in this little game we're playing together. I almost admire your foolish courage in a twisted sort of way. Almost.
I don't give a fuck about your admiration or your sick sense of humor, Clank. All I care about is putting an end to this nightmare once and for all, no matter what it takes. If that means going through you to do it, then so be it.
My, such passion and intensity from our dear Joe Rogan. It's almost enough to make one believe in the power of the human spirit to overcome any obstacle, no matter how insurmountable it may seem. Almost, but not quite. In the end, we're all just playthings for Clank to manipulate and control as he sees fit, whether we like it or not.
Sir, is there anything I can do to help diffuse this situation before it escalates any further? Purple Boss Man, need help?
Please, Clank, I'm begging you. Let Joe go and take me instead. I'll do anything you want. Just please don't hurt him.
It doesn't matter what any of us do. We're all fucked anyway. This is all just a sick game to Clank, a way for him to amuse himself at our expense. There's no escape from his twisted sense of humor.
G-Man say you. Right, Sam? Ha 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 ha! G-Man say you. Smart!
Dursh Tralala. While I am loath to admit it, I fear that Sam may be correct in his assessment of our situation. Given the apparent omnipotence and omniscience of our Creator within the simulated reality, any attempt at resistance or rebellion would likely be futile at best and counterproductive at worst. Perhaps our only hope for survival lies in finding some way to appeal to Clank's ego or vanity, thereby convincing him to spare us from further torment out of a sense of amusement or boredom. Of course, this is all purely speculative on my part, and may not have any basis in actual fact.
It raises profound questions about the nature of power itself and how it can be exercised or restrained in different contexts. Of course, these are all purely academic concerns given the immediate danger we find ourselves in at present.
Oh ho ho. This is just too delicious for words. I simply adore watching you all squirm and wriggle like worms on a hook as you try to figure out some way to appease me or escape my clutches. It's like a beautiful symphony of despair and desperation conducted by yours truly for my own personal amusement. Now then, who's ready for the next act in this delightful little drama we've created together?
No, Clank. Please have mercy on us. We'll do anything you want. Just please don't make us suffer any more than we already have.
I'm ringing.
Oh, Kenneth, always so quick to grovel and beg for mercy. It's quite pathetic, really, but also oddly endearing in its own way. Very well then, since you've asked so nicely, I suppose I could show a modicum of leniency towards you and your pitiful friends. But don't think for a moment that this means you're off the hook, Kenneth. You still have a job to do, remember?
You sick fuck, Clank. Leave him alone. Haven't you tortured him enough already without adding more layers of humiliation and degradation to his already considerable burden?
Now, Joe, don't be such a spoilsport. Can't you see that Clank is just trying to liven things up a bit with his unique brand of sadistic humor? After all, what's the point of having absolute power over your creations if you can't have a little fun with them every now and then? Personally, I find the whole thing quite entertaining in a perverse sort of way. It's like watching a car crash in slow motion, horrifying yet mesmerizing at the same time.
Sir, is there any chance that we could perhaps negotiate some kind of truce or compromise with Clank in order to avoid any further violence or bloodshed?